Morning. We are getting ourselves together to head out this morning. It's our last night in this hotel, so moving forward, I think we'll be in the cars for a few days. We have a day hike today. We're slacking today, and I'm doing something a little bit different. I'll tell you when we get to the trailhead there. After that, Wacky has I think he's gonna try and do a 2-day push and overnight. And we may have talked about that before, but I can explain a little bit more about that as well. Why he is going and I am not doing the overnight. For this morning, I made some Greek yogurt last night. I had it freeze dried, which I think I've shown you guys making that before. I just rehydrated it, and since we have a refrigerator here, it makes it much more palatable to eat. So I will have that for breakfast this morning, and then we'll head out, and I will talk to you guys at the trailhead. We made it. I am parked on, I'm not really sure what this is, just a mountain road in North Carolina, I believe, but it is the 10-mile spot from the bridge on the other side of Uncle Johnny's. Now, Wacky started at the bridge, and I am doing something a little bit different today. I didn't, the way I felt yesterday at 11 miles, I was a little bit concerned about doing a 10-mile day directly after that. I don't feel terrible this morning by any means, but I don't want to start pushing things and end up in a bad spot. But I also didn't want to not hike today. So I have decided, instead of going back southbound to where Wacky is parked, I'm actually going to go northbound from where I am parked. A little over a mile up is a spot called Beauty Spot that is supposed to be, well, beautiful. The views are supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be a grassy bald. And so I thought, why not? Whoops, dropped my trekking pole. I thought, why not hike a little bit up there and then come back? There's no reason I can't do that. So I think today we're going to go a mile up to that spot, see how we're feeling there. If I want to keep going a little bit further, I probably will do that. And then I'll just turn around and come back. That way I get a little bit of hiking in, you guys get to see a little bit of the views, and I don't wreck my feet and legs for a little while. I've decided to call this my Morse code hike, since I'm definitely no longer doing a through hike, but I am doing different dots. And oh my gosh, look at those butterflies. I just said yesterday I hadn't seen many butterflies. Then one lands on me. Oh, here comes another one. Wow. Anyhow, what was I saying? Morse code hike. Yes, I'm doing dots and dashes of this hike while Wacky does the whole thing. So far, I think this is the way to go. At least for me, that is. Not for anybody else attempting a through hike that their body will actually hold up to it. But for me, this has been a lifesaver and a way to stay on the trail. I am so glad that I did not take the advice of just put on your pack and hike north, because I would have been off the trail at the quitting tree, or definitely at least by the Smokies. I never would have made it if I hadn't done slack packing and shorter sections and what I'm doing now. This is working out great. What a gorgeous place to camp up here. Just a little bit further is the best view. I'll wait till we get up there to show you. we're on the way back now. I've gone about 2 miles, just shy of 2 miles in, and coming back about 2 miles. We get back to the car, see how my legs and feet and ankles are feeling. If they're feeling good, we might do a little more past the car in the opposite direction going southbound. We'll see. I love these little fences along the trail. I think they're pretty cool. Just look at how pretty this is to walk up to coming on the way back. You see the clouds and all of a sudden the mountaintops start coming. Oh my gosh, what a view. Here's some perspective on what it looks like coming the opposite way. Up on top of the mountain at the Big Beauty spot, I talked to a woman from Johnson City, and she is part of an old timers hiking group out here, and they're actually the ones who maintain this trail, this section of trail at least. And I said, we've noticed, if you guys noticed as I was, like the shots as I was hiking up further too, and in here, this section of trail is maintained so well. Like, they really seem to do a great job at keeping the weeds and everything from being overgrown into the trail area. It's really clear. I just think these sections have been beautiful. And she said a lot of them, the people who maintain it are in their 70s and 80s, and they come out here and just get it done. And I mean, thank you so much to them, because this area of hiking has just been fabulous. We're back to the car area, and it's been about 4 miles. My legs still feel pretty okay, so I think we're gonna just head down that way and see what it looks like. So far, it's looking pretty nice. We'll see how far we get. We made it back in. I think total, I looked at far out, we did less than 4 miles that way. And total, I think we're somewhere between maybe 4.5 and 5-ish for today. And honestly, that feels pretty good. My legs do feel lightly fatigued, but not terrible. It feels like that was a nice, healthy hike for me. Here comes Wacky. There goes Wacky. When I got up to the other spot up there, beauty spot, I saw there was a parking area, and oh, look at him stretch. I saw there was a parking area up there, and so I said, do you want to do 1 more mile today and see how you're feeling, and or see how you're feeling and do 1 more mile, and that's 1 less mile you have to do tomorrow for your overnight, and or the next couple days on your overnight. And then we were looking, there is another spot up this road about, I think, 3.3 more miles. So we're gonna see if it's passable, if I can get up there, and if so, he'll go 3.3 more miles today, making it a little over maybe a 13.5 mile day. But the reviews of this road look like sometimes it's impassable, so it's not too bad so far though. We'll find out. I'm sitting here, there's, you know, I can't point in a mirror. There's my car parked, and I'm just kind of sitting here. I was just sitting in my car waiting for Wacky to finish up his 3.3 miles, and I'm kind of mapping out the rest of our journey, going toward into Virginia. And the cool thing I like about, I guess, being in my vehicle also is that people who are passing by, through hikers who stumble out onto the road here, because that's actually the trail. But you can see it looks like this is also the trail. It kind of looks like you come out the dirt road, and on far out it also shows that you come near a dirt road, and it shows the picture of the dirt road. So I think a lot of people think you're supposed to come out here. So the really cool thing that I am finding that I really like about being the support person and not hiking the whole thing is that I get to be assistance a little bit. So I just had somebody that came out and was thinking they were on the Appalachian Trail out here, and I had met him a little while back, and I was able to take his garbage for him, and I offered him some water and stuff, but he didn't need any water. He was fine. But it's a great experience to be able to help people instead of being helped. So I'm really liking that aspect of the way I'm doing this.
Wow.
Yeah?
All those zigzags on the map?
Yeah?
Yeah, those were switchbacks getting up that fucking hill.
I'll turn the AC on. Getting the air on you. Woo. We made it back to Wacky's vehicle on the other side of the bridge in Irwin, and now we're gonna drive to Carver's Gap. We're gonna sleep there this evening. That's where I'm gonna leave. Well, we are gonna leave Wacky's car, and I will drop him off where we ended today. He'll do a 2-day stint. He'll stay overnight. I think he's got 23 miles to go, and he'll get that done in 2 days. I don't know if we've really talked about why I'm not going on the overnight and why he is. And I guess kind of why I don't foresee myself doing a lot of overnights in the future at this point, because my ability to hike these, so those 26 miles, or 20 at this point, 23 miles, that would take me probably 3 days to do, where he can get it done in 1.5 or 2 days. And so if we want to continue making progress like this, he came out here because I dragged him out here. But now he is really enjoying the hike, and he's kind of killing it. He's got his trail legs. And so for us to hike on my pace, he's never going to complete his thru hike. So if we adjust and we hike on his pace, he can complete his thru hike. I can kind of do the Morse code and do some dots and dashes where I can and enjoy the sights that are around and support other hikers. So I know we've talked about this a little bit, but if you guys are like, well, why aren't you going on this? Or if you're curious about that, that's why. We need to hike on his pace in order to get this done. We made it up to Carver's Gap, and holy moly, it is a lot busier than we anticipated. There's just cars everywhere, people everywhere, but this is why. Look at the rhododendrons. You can see them up at the top. They're beautiful. Oh, let's do a little more hiking today. I still feel okay. Let's see what all the fuss is about. I actually think we're gonna get to see the sunset from the top there. Listen to those pollinators. Oh, hey. I think we're back on the AT up here.